You know what? These last few days I've been feeling kind of disrespectful lately. Because I ain't been too happy. I'm going to admit it. Now let me tell you something. To all you people that have something against the pro-black movement, it is sad. Because I've never ever seen anyone go against the movement that's for them. It's called the pro-black movement. Why will you be against a movement that is fighting for your behalf? Let me repeat that again, because this is the mental sickness that our European black brothers seem to be suffering from. Let me tell you something. There was a man named Jesus, and he preached. And when he preached, he wasn't preaching popular opinion. So I'm going to use this as an example, right? I'm going to use this as an example that kind of reminds me of the fact that black people are walking away from the so-called pro-black movement, their own movement, in order to simulate themselves into a wicked society called the United States of America. For they can become a part of Babylon. They have rejected their people, and they have decided to join Babylon and everything that it comes with. It's homosexuality. It's man-on-man relationships. It's woman-on-woman relationships. We as a whole now have decided to simulate ourselves into very things that disrespects God to the highest degree. We have turned ourselves away from the true creator in order to please old Babylon. That's going to come with a price, black people. Get ready. That's going to come with a price. So let me use Jesus as an example of how he was unpopular. Now think about the people that didn't want to listen to him because news spread about him being a troublemaker. They did not even get to salvation because of that. The non-believers went on into their days of destruction because they was willing to go with a popular opinion. When everybody was saying that he was a troublemaker, you had people walking away saying, we want nothing to do with this man, for he is a troublemaker. Can you imagine those that walked away from his message because they wanted to go with the popular opinion of that time? They wanted to go with society's popular opinion because the world didn't like him, because he was talking contrary to what they loved. They didn't like Jesus because he was talking contrary to what they loved. And they loved to do what the heck they wanted to do. They didn't want no one to come along and tell them to stop doing what they loved to do. That's why when he came inside the church and he threw them out because they was in there casting lots and selling stuff and doing all kinds of wicked stuff in the church, so he threw them out and everything because they was in there trying to make money off the church. So his popularity spread through that community and that society at that time, and he became known as the troublemaker, and nobody wanted to follow him because he was deemed a outsider. So when he was preaching the things against that society at that time, you had the Pharisees and the Sadducees and different people that didn't like him because of that. And you had people that walked away because he was known as a troublemaker. He became known as a troublemaker. And I can only feel bad about those that walked away. The ones that went with the popular opinion. And those that end up damning their own souls because they didn't hear the message of Jesus Christ. They walked away because they deemed him a troublemaker, and they went along with the normal. See, that's what we do. A lot of our people go along with the norm. They don't want to hear the message. They don't want to hear the message. And we trying to tell them that, hey, the people that don't like us don't want you to hear the message because we're trying to wake our people up. So, of course, the people in Babylon's not going to like it. The powers that be not going to like it. You know what I'm saying? The supremacy that is running this country is not going to like it. Of course, they're not going to like it when we come to try to wake black people up, because their life will change once we wake up. Because our monies and our dollars will start going into black businesses. Our monies and our dollars will start going into black shoe stores and hair salons and gas stations. And we'll start building our own stuff. And all of the money that we use, you know what I'm saying, spending money making them rich, will go back into the black community. That's why they don't want you to hear our message. Yeah, they have a reason, and a very good, valid reason. Because if we do that, then all of those billions of black dollars are going to disappear out of non-black businesses. I said, if you listen to us, then billions and billions of dollars is going to disappear out of their businesses back into ours. So of course they don't want you to listen to the troublemaking pro-blacks, right? Because they don't want to go along with the norm, right? They don't want to go along with this utopian lie, right? That we're all just human, right? This lie that they tell, and have been brilliant at telling that lie because they don't believe it themselves. And I tell people all the time, the only reason why they created multicolorism was to destroy black power. Let me repeat that. The very reason why they created this movement called the multicolorism movement was to destroy the black movement. And now white supremacy goes unchallenged. Think about that. Everything else is leaving. Everything else is leaving, but white supremacy is still there. So all of these cultures, we're supposed to come together and say, no, it's about multicolorism, but white supremacy goes unchallenged. White supremacy ain't going nowhere. It still exists and it's still here. It's not going to go nowhere because all the challenges have been taken care of. The only thing that was challenging that power structure was black power. Nobody else was challenging the United States of America. We were the opposition, and they had to get rid of the opposition one way or another. So they discovered something called multicolorism, and they said, let's create multicolorism for the blacks that would join the pro-black movement. Instead of them joining the pro-black movement, they'll come and they'll join our movement. Yeah, this is chess, not checkers. I said this is chess, not checkers. I said this is chess, not checkers. So multicolorism was created to destroy the black power movement, because all of the brothers and sisters that would have been following the pro-black movement like they once was, and you notice that until they came out with what they call multicolorism, the pro-black movement was moving strong. The pro-black movement was strong. Matter of fact, the pro-black movement, which got us into the situation we're in today, all the prosperity happened because of the pro-black movement, and now black people want to ditch it for something called multicolorism. Why? Because it was put there specifically for that reason, to get you to walk away from us into the arms of this illusion called multicolorism, thus destroying the black power movement. I said, people, this is chess, not checkers. And if you don't wake up and realize the only reason why they're trying to get you away from us is because we're trying to wake you up. Because we're trying to wake you up. So of course they're not going to like us. Of course Babylon don't like black power. Why? Because it challenges them. Yeah, we challenge them. That's why they don't like us. That's why they see us as a problem, and they're going out their way to try to get our own people to turn on us. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part about it, it looked like it seems to be working. I said it seems like it seems to be working. Because the more we try to tell you to put together the strength of the black family, you guys go outside the black family and start marrying other people. Why? Because they got you going according to their movement. And I told them all the time, I said, this multicolorism thing is against what was done, you know what I'm saying, in the Tower of Babel, right? You remember when everybody was separated by language? You know what I'm saying? You remember that? And everybody went into their own different countries, and they started their own cultures and everything. You know what I'm saying? The creator of the universe separated us at the Tower of Babel, and then the United States came together and said, no, we're going to bring all these people back together. So you're going to tell me that's not a disrespect to the decision that was made at the Tower of Babel? Okay? The creator of the universe separated us on that mountain. Then America stepped in and said, no, we're going to bring all these people together. And you don't see the disrespect in that? Because you're not educated on the Tower of Babel. If you know what happened at the Tower of Babel and why it was done, you know what I'm saying? Because they were trying to build that great tempest to heaven and everything. And then he said, he looked down and said, I'm going to separate these people because they're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he separates, let man not put it back together. But the United States did that. They said, no, we're going to take all of these people and we're going to put them in one place. An ultimate disrespect to the decision that was made at the Tower of Babel. Or we can go real deep with this, if this is what you want to do. But let's get back to the pro-black movement. And why our Europeanized brothers and sisters that no longer have their own mindset, they go according to what's popular, you know what I'm saying, are going to lose their salvation, just like the people that didn't want to listen to Jesus because they've deemed him as a troublemaker, and they went with the popular crowd. And guess where the popular crowd went? Yeah, they all went into damnation. Yes, they all went into damnation. All the ones that went for the popular opinion, because at that time, nobody in the land liked it, Jesus. So those that went along with the crowd, with the large crowd that said we don't like this man, you know what I'm saying? The ones that walked away with the crowd, they all went into destruction. And the ones that were smart, that said, you know what, we don't care what popular opinion is, this man knows what he's talking about, we're going to follow Jesus. They went against the grain. And all the people that went against the grain, guess what? They saved themselves. And on that note, you better think twice before you walk away from the pro-black movement. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, and like you say, I'm on my hiatus and I'm bringing the truth. I am done playing with you.